and that the show was canceled. I had a feeling this was going to happen when I first heard it was coming back, that there was a reboot. And
you thought this might happen? Why?
Yeah. I just know. When I heard about her politics, I knew she was when I read her social media in the very beginning, and I saw how she was so into the conspiracy stuff with Donald Trump, and so how far gone she was, and the Pizzagate, and Hillary's a pedophile, and Obama wasn't born here, and she was, a birther, and how crazy that was. I just knew that this would not end well.
So were you surprised then that ABC chose to bring it back? Because obviously they saw those tweets as well.
Right. I was surprised that they didn't do anything about it. In fact, I tweeted a lot because, I figured someone would take her phone away or monitor that, because it's dangerous, when you have that much money on a show. It's we had the First Amendment, we also have the Second Amendment, but you don't just give someone a handgun to walk around the stage there. You got to, hopefully you don't. You got to be careful. They risked a lot. And
yeah.
I tweeted a lot to watch out, because I could see it coming, because she, has a lot of, by the way, this monkey thing is something she's tweeted before about black people. Why is it okay? It's a meme that she and thousands of her alt-right fans do. They love calling black people monkeys. It's not a one-time joke. Okay.
Yeah, she said something about Susan Rice a couple of years ago, right, referencing.
Well, no, but there's more. Look on her tweet. They do it because we have a white trash racist president. That's a fact. That is, Donald Trump is, and Roseanne and I both noted 30 years. That's an absolute fact. And instead of saying Donald Trump going, "Okay, everybody, hold on together," he says, "Oh my gosh, what about me?" That's insane that he's like, well, what about people making fun of me? How about stopping?
When you were married to Roseanne, I mean, you also worked with her on the original Roseanne show.
Yeah.
Did she display any signs of, racism or xenophobia or conspiracy theory kind of beliefs?
When I met Roseanne, I just worked at a meatpacking plant for 3 years in Iowa, and she was a little older, and she was a feminist. I never met a feminist even. She was so much more evolved than I was. I mean, I was a meat packer and a bouncer and a young comic, and I learned so much from her about not just being a liberal, but about that kind of thinking. I grew up in southeast Iowa, so I'd never been around different kinds of people.
So what do you think it is that changed her? I mean, because clearly what you're saying is the person you knew when you first met her and when you were married. Obviously, she's talked about mental health issues before.
Well,
but these conspiracy theories and obviously these racist statements. What do you think
here's the thing. I have mental health issues myself. Roseanne obviously does. It's something that right before we got married, I went to rehab. I'm an alcohol and drug in recovery for both those. She was there for me, and then after we got married, we dealt with her mental health issues as a family, and she's done amazing with that. And it's something that she's dealt with, and I can see that. And the thing I have to say this about the president we have and his gaslighting and lying. You can see him perpetuating mental health issues for the entire country. Every day he gets on TV and lies, and he perpetuates fear and anxiety. He never says things are great. He says, "Oh my gosh, look how dangerous it is in the inner city and black people." And I really genuinely believe he thinks black people are dangerous and Mexicans are rapists. He believes that. As we perpetuate that fear to America, watch out, Mueller's lying. He's after me. And so Americans are sitting home like Roseanne, and her fans are like, "Oh my God, what is happening out there?" And they get anxiety, and they have anyone with mental health issues like Roseanne is going to heighten things. And she's having mental health issues right now, and I'm sure that's part of this. It doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
They had to cancel the show.
You told the Hollywood Reporter today that Roseanne, in your view, may have wanted the show to be canceled.
100%.
Why do you think that is? I mean, I think you were intimating in the interview that she does something, it's successful, and she's not happy with it, or she feels she's being mistreated or something. Is that why do you think she wanted it canceled?
Well, I feel from day one, she didn't get created by credit on her own show. So when which is what was not her fault. Obviously, she deserved it. So from day one on the Roseanne show, she felt like, okay, I'm not getting, so there's always been that. So I feel like, that she probably, you know, as I'm watching this happen, by the way, as she keeps sabotaging things. When the Parkland kids, she called one of them the Nazi, and then they had to take it down. So she throws Nazi around a lot. So I'm talking to my former stepkids, who I love, and, you know, they're suffering through this. So I look at it like, as this is going on, like, also, once you have stepkids, you always see them as kids, even though they're 40, and you know they're suffering. So you see this thing happening publicly. So I tell them, listen, first of all, I would love it if she came out and said, okay, I'm sorry, I've gotten too into this thing. Maybe I need to step back, and maybe her fans would see this. I wanted one Donald Trump supporter, one person that's all in on all this conspiracy, Hillary's a pedophile, Obama's whatever, to say, wait a minute, maybe that's not true. Maybe everything Trump says is not true. You know, well, just for the whole country to say. But anyway, so as this weekend approached, I can see it coming. I can see things going. And I tweeted at Wanda Sykes, because Wanda Sykes was like, impeach Trump. And I said, hey, it's too bad you aren't on a TV show. She's the head writer of Roseanne. It's too bad you aren't on a TV show and you could do something about it. It's none of my business, but I stuck it in there. And then Roseanne put a picture of Hillary Clinton and next to a donkey with buck teeth. For some reason, she did it, and I said to Roseanne's daughter, your mom needs to have apologized to Hillary Clinton.
Well, I know you were hoping that somebody in her life would basically kind of intervene, take her off Twitter. I got to get a quick break in, Tom. If you could just stick around, I want to talk to you on the other side of this. We'll be right back.